Hi everyone, and welcome to a Record Manager NACO Functionality Overview video. I'm Nathan.
And I'm Laura.
And we are with the Metadata Quality section here at OCLC. In this video, Laura will take us through creating and validating an authority record. She will also demonstrate how to access the MARC help documentation and what record error notifications look like. She'll then show the different ways to derive a new record from an existing record. Laura?
Thanks, Nathan. I'm going to start out already logged into Record Manager within WorldShare, and we'll talk about creating an authority record first. I have an author that I want to create a name authority record for, L.R. Ramsey, who wrote a thesis titled Thinking of Others, published in 2006. I've searched the LC authority file to be sure that we do not have an authority record in the file that represents this author.
A very important step.
Yes, this is important so that we don't create a duplicate authority record, which can be very annoying. In the left navigation panel, choose Create. You will be presented with a dialog box that gives you the data type choice, and I'm going to choose Authority Record, the authority type, and for most NACO users, LC authorities will be your default record type. If you have multiple organization codes you work with, you make your choice here. Otherwise, your single MARC organization code will be the default. There are 3 different templates that you can choose from: Names, Series Title, and Geographic. I'm going to choose Names. And now I have an empty template to fill in. I'm just going to do a brief record for this demonstration.
And so for the delimiter symbol, you're just using the $sign?
That's correct. So I know that the initial L stands for Laura, so I've added the fuller form of name, and I'll go ahead and add a reference for this. And then the 670 for the work that I'm basing this on.
So what do the red boxes stand for?
Those are just placeholders for 3x fields, references, see also references that you can fill in as needed.
So kind of a prompt to make sure you don't forget about them.
Right. Okay, so I've given some really brief information in this record. And you'll see that I didn't use all of the fields that are available. If I didn't need more fields, what you would do is just click on the plus box to add more fields, and the minus will take away any empty fields that you don't need. However, it's not necessary to remove the empty fields. If you go to the record menu and choose Reformat, those empty fields will drop off. I'm going to validate this record to check for errors in the record, as well as the existence of a duplicate heading. And you'll see that I do have a few errors. Notice the validation error is displayed beneath the data in the record to which it applies. I have a reference in this record, and the default code for the reference evaluation template is N, which explains these 2 errors. To edit the 008 field, click on the arrow to expand the fixed field elements. If you need assistance with any of the elements, you can click the question mark to the left to get into the MARC 21 for authorities. You can also do this at the field level by right-clicking on the field that you want more information about. I'm going to change the reference evaluation to A, and then save my changes by clicking on Done. Then if I validate the record again, you'll see that those validation errors go away. Back to the topic of help from the field level, you could go to Field Help, MARC Field Help, and it would take me to the 400 section of MARC 21 for authorities. Once you're done with a record from the Save menu, you have the option to add to the authority file or save the in-progress record. I'm going to save this record for now. And when you save a record, you're presented with a dialog box to indicate the workflow status of the record, and a text box to enter something such as your initials. The category My Status is one of the indexes that you can search on in the save file, and searching is covered in more depth in another session. So I've saved the record, and when the record is successfully added to the save file, you will get the response with the save file number. Next, I'm going to show you the Derive function. I have a new book in a Junie B. Jones series, so I'm going to find a similar record to derive from in order to save a little time. I know the author is Barbara Park, and then I'll do an expanded search to find another title in that series. Click into the record, and from the record menu, you have the option to derive from the record. You'll see that the record is derived from the existing record and the fields are copied over into the new record. From there, you can make the changes that you need to represent the series you're creating. I'm not going to make any changes to this record so that I can demonstrate duplicate detection. From the record menu, I choose Validate, and you'll see the duplicate heading response indicating this heading is a duplicate record to another. If you didn't validate the record but instead attempted to add it, you would get the same error response. There is also another way to derive, and that's to derive from list. I'm going to change my search to a browse search on the author name. Click into the author, and you see the series titles that are entered under Barbara Park's name. Now I can derive directly from the list by choosing Derive under the Action menu. Again, I'm presented with the new template with the fields copied over. And then from here, I could make some changes to represent the series that I have. Again, make any changes that you need to reflect the new series title, and then add or save the record as needed. And this completes the overview of creating an authority record using the create or derive functions in Record Manager.
Thanks everyone for listening, and if you're interested in other overview videos for NACO functionality in Record Manager, be sure to check out the Record Manager Community Center. Thanks!
Thank you.